Welcome back to the Sustainably Yours Homestead. My name is Jacob and I just hit the jackpot! Strawberries have been on my to-do list for years, since like before we moved out to this place. But the fact that they need a permanent place, I just haven't gotten around to it. I totally planned on having some strawberries for next year. I was going to take some time this fall and put together a new raised bed dedicated solely to strawberries and probably asparagus. But something just happened. Opportunity knocked, and I felt like I had to answer. This morning while I was eating my breakfast, I was skimming through the Facebook marketplace and I found somebody that was trying to get rid of some strawberry plants for free. Now I was expecting that I could probably score like maybe a dozen or so plants, but when I showed up, they had their entire raised bed. It was probably, I don't know, 8 or 10 feet square. The entire bed was covered with strawberries, so close together that they really weren't even blooming. And the lady was just trying to get rid of them. She didn't want to take care of them, so she was giving them away for free for anybody that wanted to dig them up. So I ended up with more plants than I'll probably be able to use and or get rid of. I've got to find something to do with them. Now I already had plans for the day. I was going to get out in the garden and harvest some things and log my very first harvest for the Shed Wars, but plans have changed, and now I'm going to be scrambling to get some strawberries in some buckets and containers and things like that. And I still don't have a spot in my garden that I'm ready to dedicate solely to strawberries permanently. When I do it, I want to make sure I do it right. So right now, I've got some barrels and some containers and different things like that. I'm just going to throw some dirt in there and grow them in containers for the remainder of this summer. But I don't know if I have enough space. I don't even know how many plants that I have in here. It's a bunch. I know that it's a bunch. I'm going to, I guess, count them out as I plant them. And I've already given some away to my mom, some to my sister, some to my aunt. There's still going to be way more than I'll have any place to put, I think. But let me grab some of these containers and start throwing some soil in there, and we'll get these planted out a little bit. Now I'm kind of scrambling to find containers and especially the soil to fill them with. I do have some potting soil left over here. I'll definitely be using that. I'm out of my compost that I've had piled up over there. I may have to make a trip and get some more. I don't know, we'll see. This may be a 2-day event. But I've got a couple of big tubs. This one's kind of busted, but it'll do, it'll be fine. I'm gonna put a little dirt in here. I'm gonna plant pretty shallow, I think. This is just temporary after all. So, actually, let's start, that'd be okay. And I think I'm going to throw in some leaf mold for the added volume. That way I can stretch what soil I do have available as far as possible. Get in there. And I think I'll be able to get a few strawberries in there. No, I've never grown strawberries before, so I'm open to suggestions. Like I said, this is just kind of to keep them until I get ready to do something with them permanently. Man, there are going to be so many. Boy. Okay. From what I've read, I need to bury them up to the crown where the root meets the stem. But that's what we'll do. And I'm probably going to space them a little together, more close together than they're supposed to be, or closer together than they're supposed to be. I'm going to kind of tease the roots a little. I may be planting them a little shallow even, but hopefully I'll be moving them fairly soon. The way they were growing when I picked them up, or when I dug them up, they were on top of each other. I was probably digging 4 and 5 up in a scoop. Now I don't know if this is one big plant or if I have 2 together there. I don't know, we'll plant it as one, see what happens. And I'm going to try and squeeze one more in there. We'll get a small one right here on this corner. And like I said, I'm going to space these probably a little too close together for right now. There's a runner coming off this one. So I'm going to try and do about 2 more rows here, just because I don't have places to put them yet. All right, well, I fit 20 in there. And I have barely made a dent in the bucket. So, on to the next. I guess now I'm going to start filling some of these smaller things that I can take to my mom and my sister. Well, here's where I'm at so far. Got, let's see, 6, 12, 8, 24, the 48, 72, let's see, 12, so 84, 96, 108, 113, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 126 so far. 126 strawberry plants planted out. And here's what I still have left to go. It is a never-ending bucket. A never-ending bucket. Oh, hey, this is Tabitha. My wife literally just pulled in the drive with this thing. Come here, Tabby. Come here. Kitty, kitty, kitty. I'm not a cat person. Oh, no, see, that's why right there. I don't like cats. I just want to pet you. That's why I don't like cats. That and I'm allergic to them. Stop it! Okay, I give up. But this thing was running around at my mother-in-law's house. My wife went to drop the kids off at her mom's. They're spending the night. And this was running around, so she brought it home. Rodent protection, I suppose. Earn your keep. I've got to find some more soil and some more pots, so I'm going to get back to it. Finally finished. Somewhere right around 200 strawberry plants, a little over 200 free strawberry plants. And they are Ozark Beauty ever-bearing strawberries, so I don't know how well they'll take to transplanting. Hey there, kitty. I don't know how well they'll take to transplanting, so I don't know if they'll put on any more strawberries this year, but generally they'll produce strawberries throughout the entire summer. Sweet! So as I mentioned earlier, I wasn't planning on getting strawberries this year. I was going to prepare a bed this fall, and then next summer we were going to start some strawberries and some asparagus and maybe some rhubarb. I don't know how well that'll do here in the South. But sometimes when you get an opportunity, you have to take it. So now I'm going to be doing some research. I've got to learn about strawberries, how to care for strawberries. And I need to put together a permanent placement for them. I guess I'm going to be a little busy. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If so, please give us that thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any advice for me, I don't know how to raise strawberries. Don't mess with me, kitty cat. Oh my gosh. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If so, please give us that thumbs up and subscribe. And, ow! Would you leave me alone? Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If so, please give us that thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any advice on how to grow strawberries, because I'm kind of lost here, I'm going to be doing some research, then please leave it in the comments. And if you'd be interested in following along as we continue to try and turn our home into a homestead, then be sure to ring the notification bell so you'll know when to be back for more daily, sustainable living.